Hello everyone and welcome to Sunday. Lately I've been talking about some new equipment that we would be getting, and guess what? We have it all! Except for the power adapter, but we don't really need the power adapter.
When there's batteries.
When there's batteries and we have everything else but the power adapter, so I think we can talk about stuff. We bought completely new camera equipment. I showed you guys the other day the lighting kit that we got. The replacement part for that should be in tomorrow, so then that'll be set up. Yeah, we bought completely new camera equipment. We got a brand new camera, new lens for it, a bunch of new stuff, and we're going to go over that today. Why did we get a new camera? Well, for one, the camera that we use, not the vlog camera, we didn't get a new vlog camera, we're still using the, whatever it is.
Canon HSL.
Canon 300 HS ELPH. I like it. Eventually maybe we'll get something else, but we needed the new camera because we're going to be doing some other types of videos, and the only other camera we have is the Canon T2i. With the stock lens. That's what we've always used for
mail and Q&As.
Correct. So we decided we were going to get something else because we have other types of videos we want to do, and it would make the mail and Q&A videos look better. Plus it was just kind of time to upgrade because it's been, I think, 5 years since we got the T2i, something like that. So we decided to go with the Panasonic GH4. It's a 4K camera, which is pretty cool. We now have access to shooting 4K. It's also a really nice camera, and for the price, it's a really fantastic value. I did a lot of research before I jumped into this specific camera, but people really like it. I brought that to Jarrett because Jarrett's a photographer and I trust him with that kind of thing, and he said, yeah man, he said the GH4 is definitely the one that you want to go with. So I did. So we're going to be doing a Panasonic GH4 unboxing today, and also taking a look at all the stuff we got and some of the stuff you can expect to see in the future on Steven Vlog, but I guess also on Steven Plays, maybe to some extent. And of course, for some other stuff that we're going to be doing in the very near future. So first up, this is it. This is the Panasonic GH4. Actually, when I got this, I got pretty much, I think I got everything on Amazon. They had this, or for the same price you could get this with 2 free batteries and a free SD card and a bag. And I was like, man, that's a really hard decision. What should I do? But then it actually was made for me because the camera alone sold out. And I'm thinking, man, who bought just the camera when all this other stuff was free? Because it was sold through Amazon. It still had Prime. So we got the camera, we got the batteries, this, and the bag, and that was all for the same price as just the camera, which was pretty cool. Now this is just the camera body, so we needed a lens, and I went to Jarrett and said, you know, what should we get? He said for the type of stuff we were going to be shooting, we should get the 12-35mm f2.8 lens. This is the Lumix lens, this is the lens that goes with it. We managed to get a pretty good deal on it, so hopefully it's not broken, but also we got it through Amazon, so if something's wrong with it, we can return it. We also needed a lens filter just to protect the lens. I decided to go all out and get something really, really nice because I've never spent this much money on a lens before. So we got a B&W Digital MRC Nano XS Pro Clear, for what it's worth. We also had to get a SD card because the one that comes with it is not going to be good enough to shoot 4K. So we got a SanDisk Extreme Pro 95 megabytes per second, write speed, good for 4K, whatever. They actually make them faster than this, but they don't make them in 128 gigs, and I wanted to make sure that we could shoot quite a bit of video at a time. Broke it, because we needed to do that. And in addition, I got a
HDMI to micro HDMI cable?
That, yes. The reason I got one is because we don't have one. There's HDMI, there's mini HDMI, and there's micro HDMI.
That's confusing.
It is. Most cables are HDMI to HDMI, but some take mini, and we have a mini, but we don't have a micro, and if we wanted to do that, then we'd need a cable, and they're like $5. So now that we've explained all the stuff that we've got, we're going to open this thing up, get it all hooked up, and see what we think. So this is the front of the box, and it looks like we can pull this down. And then this front lid opens up, and then we pull the top off, and this thing comes up. There's some stuff on the top here, which is a crazy, crazy big manual and a DVD with Photo Fun Studio 9.5 PE. Yeah, no thanks, I'm good. We've also got Dear Customer, how to upgrade the firmware. There's a new firmware available for this that actually Panasonic sells. It's $99 and it allows you to shoot in flat color, which is useful for grading it later. I do not know if we'll be getting that or not because it may not. We may just not need it. There's a bunch of papers about upgrading the firmware. Then this pulls up. Then this pulls up. There's so many flaps. It's actually kind of nuts. And then, how do we get this out? Then we just pull this out here, maybe. Okay, here's the camera. Got it. It's in the little black thing. Just sit that there. That pulls out. There's so many. This is crazy. I've never seen so many like little flaps and compartments and junk. We get a strap, Lumix G. Put that to the side. We've also got. It's a USB cable. We've got USB. What is that? Type A and tiny thing. It kind of like looks like the same one you'd use on like an Android. This is the battery charger. Okay, it's a battery charger. And of course it comes with a battery. And then the thing to plug the battery charger into the wall. Okay, some of the battery chargers actually, the prongs are on the back and they flip out and you just put it into the wall, but this has a cable. I think a lot of the DSLRs actually they have that. So that's this. There's so many flaps and junk in that. I'm going to set that to the side. Before I go any farther, I'm going to go ahead and open up this thing. This is the extra battery pack that came with the bundle. And from what I understand, it's a second charger. And it is. The second charger. And this one actually, see, this one has the prongs right on the back, so you can just throw that into the wall, which I think is a lot more convenient. You've also got a European adapter and a car adapter if you need to charge them in the car. It's got a cigarette lighter adapter on it. And then it also just comes with 2 more batteries. I've always found that when dealing with camera equipment, whether it be DSLRs or the point and shoots, the OEM batteries tend to work a lot better, but they're way more expensive. So it really depends how often you want to switch batteries, because if you want cheaper batteries, you can get them. They're just not going to last as long. They never hold a charge as long. So it's really up to you. But hey, we got these for free, so can't complain too much about that. Also, we have a power adapter coming, which we don't have now. But when we get that, it'll just be plugged up to the wall. Okay, so that is all of that stuff. This is the thing you got in the bundle otherwise. This is a 45 megabytes per second, 32 gig card by Transcend. So, doesn't really do us any good for shooting 4K. So here's the lens.
You have to open it from the
top. I see. There we go. So I got some papers in here. Operating instructions for the interchangeable lens. Put that over there. Got a tiny little box. Inside the tiny little box, we have a pouch. Has the Lumix logo on it, so if you wanted to keep your lens in a little pouch, you can. Ours is probably just going to live on the camera forever. And then finally inside is the lens. Hooray! This was stupid expensive, as lenses tend to be. So here's the camera body itself. It's been a while since I've held the T2i, but it feels about the same size as the T2i, maybe a little smaller, to be honest. It's got a flip-out screen, which is pretty cool. So you can use that in case you don't want to hook it up to a a full-blown television to see what you're doing. Tiny little thing, to be honest. All right, so what we're gonna do is pull this out. Got the hood there. It's been a long time actually since I've bought a lens. I bought a lens a long time ago for my HV20. I bought a wide-angle lens because I wanted a really wide angle. It's really pretty. And also kind of purple. Like the finish on it is purple, which is kind of weird.
It's a bayonet mount.
You know more about that than I do.
Yeah, it's a bayonet mount.
So we just put it in right there.
You gotta line up the dots.
Oh, I see.
That's bigger than the T2i.
Huh?
It's bigger than the T2i.
What's bigger?
The whole thing. I mean, not just with the lens, but the body's bigger.
I think the body is about the same size, to be honest.
The grip is way bigger. On your right hand?
Yeah. With the lens, it's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
This thing is heavy. The body without the lens was actually pretty lightweight. The lens is a lot heavier. But this is going to be on a tripod most of the time. So, to be honest, not a big deal. Alright, I'm going to open up the lens filter and get the lens filter on. Let's open this thing up. Man. It's hard to tell there's even glass in there. That is bizarre. To be fair, it's a really nice, really nice one. So let's take this off, get that screwed on. There you go. What do you think?
It's pretty.
It is pretty. This is probably a big deal for Mao also, because this is the nicest camera either of us have ever owned by a long shot, and obviously the camera is, its primary purpose is going to be for 4K video, but if Mao wanted to shoot stills with it, she could, and it would probably knock anything the Canon T2i could do out of the water.
Definitely.
Because once again, we had the stock lens on the T2i. Not a big deal for the kind of stuff we were shooting, but now that we're going to be shooting some different stuff, we wanted something nicer, and I think we got it. So, cool. Let's power this thing up. To be honest, I don't know a whole lot about the photography aspects of the camera, because that's simply not what I'm interested in. That's not why we got it. But we've got the dial up here with all this different fun stuff, which we'll probably be using. There's M with a camera. Not really sure what difference that makes. Currently it's set for FHD 60i. If we hit menu, photo style, 4K photo off, recording format, that's got to change. Do not want to shoot in AVC HD. MP4, best for creating still pictures from video or shooting video to be edited later. Yeah, MOV. A high performance PC is required to play or edit. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, MOV recording quality. That's 1080p at 60 frames a second. 1080p at 30 frames a second, but it's at 200 megabits per second. Then that will do 100. FHD, blah blah blah. Let's see, where's the 4K? Oh, here's 4K. It's up here. So we've got 4K at 30 frames, 4K at 24 frames. There's a lot of different things to go through on this. HDMI record output. Yeah, that's the other thing about this, is that it will actually do 10-bit 422, but you have to have a external recorder. So like the camera itself internally will only do 420, I believe it is, but it'll do 422 in up to 10-bit, but you have to have an external recorder like mounted to it. So it comes out the HDMI and would go into an extra recorder, which honestly seems like a lot of work, but it's still something you can do. So it's neat. Anyway, cool. You guys probably just want to see some video recorded with it, so we're not going to do that today, but probably this week we'll shoot, a handful of vlogs or something with it, and then you'll be able to actually see, the video quality of it. We could do it a few ways. We could shoot it 4K and release it 4K, or we could shoot it 4K and scale it down to 1080, and it's still going to look really good because any of the noise is going to be minimized. Any of the camera noise that you would have from 4K is going to be downsampled or whatever, so it would look better. Neat. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap it up here because we got a lot of stuff that we have to set up and play with, and it's going to take a lot of testing to get everything working just like we want it. But thank you so much for watching. New equipment means fun new stuff for the channels, and yeah, like I said, sometime this week in the next few vlogs you'll see some of the vlogs shot with this. This is not to replace the vlog camera, but we want you guys to, you know, start getting a taste of, you know, what this thing can do. So just stay on the lookout for that. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?
I want to pull the sheet too. Now he's on the floor. Kick him. Scope is nuts.
Careful, it's glass down there.
You might cut your foot.
Watch out for his glass tab.
Welcome back, sir. I do hope you were able to find some assistance in Concord.
You could say that. I made a few new friends.
Can't have enough of those these days. I realize that I'm no Mr. Gutsy, but if needed, I'd be honored to accompany you throughout the Commonwealth.